We practiced wordlessly today, except at the beginning of the time we spend with God. We introduce these times with but a single, slow repeating of today's idea. All things are echoes of the voice for God. All things are echoes of the voice for God. Watch your thoughts and appeal silently to Him, to the Holy Spirit, who sees the elements of truth in each of your thoughts. As you give your thoughts over, let Him evaluate each one that comes into your mind. Allow Him to remove the elements of dreams and give them back to you as clean ideas which do not contradict the will of God. As you give Him your thoughts, He will give them back as miracles which joyously proclaim the wholeness and the happiness God wills His Son is you, and proof of His eternal love for you. And as each thought is transformed, it will take on healing power from the mind, which can see the truth in it. The Holy Spirit thus coming through you, because it cannot be deceived by what is falsely added, the ego's interpretation, and all the threads of fantasy are gone, and what remains is unified into a perfect thought that offers its perfection everywhere. You may want to see these thoughts expanding out, purified into everything and everyone, spending 15 minutes now purifying all your thoughts. If you haven't already, closing your eyes, allowing thoughts to come and be purified. You are now sharing your mind with the Holy Spirit. He is with you right now. Allow everything, every thought to be purified. Your ministry now begins as your thoughts are purified. All things are echoes of the voice for God. All things are echoes of the voice for God. Give him your thoughts, and he will give them back as miracles which joyously proclaim the wholeness and the happiness God wills his Son as proof of his eternal love. Let him be judge of everything that seems to happen to you in this world. He will transform the illusions that you see through the body's senses and will remove all faith you have placed in pain, disaster, suffering, and loss, giving you vision which can look beyond these grim appearances and can behold the gentle face of Christ in all of them. Keep giving him all your thoughts, everything that you behold, and he will bear witness to the truth, giving them back to you in the holy light, letting all the ego's dreams vanish before the splendor he beholds. There is no longer need to doubt that only good can come to you who are beloved of God, for He will judge all happenings and teach the single lesson which they all contain, selecting the elements of them that represent the truth, and disregard all those aspects which reflect but idle dreams, reinterpreting all you see, all occurrences, each circumstance and every happening which seems to touch on you in any way from His one frame of reference. Wholly unified and sure, you will see the love beyond the hate, the constancy in change, the pure in sin, and only heaven's blessing on the world. You're poor witnesses to truth, judging what your eyes and ears rest upon. You think your fingers touch reality, and you think it's more real than what this eternal voice of God Himself is now teaching you. You are being asked to refrain from judging, not because it is a right to be withheld from you. You cannot judge. You merely can believe the ego's judgments, all of which are false. It guides your senses carefully to prove how weak you are, how helpless and afraid, how apprehensive of just punishment, how black with sin, how wretched in your guilt. This is what you defend by your judgments, and you believe them with stubborn certainty. But in reality, this is the ego's judgment upon itself, and has nothing to do with you. Hear not its voice. You are being asked to judge against these witnesses to the evil that it projects onto you and itself. You must learn to doubt their evidence, which will clear the way to recognize the voice of God alone in you, and let it judge what is worthy of your own belief. Remember, this is your Easter time, and so you lay the gift of snow-white lilies on the world, replacing witnesses to sin and death. Through your transfiguration is the world redeemed and joyfully released from guilt. Now do we lift our resurrected minds in gladness and in gratitude to Him who has restored our sanity to us, and we will hourly remember Him who is salvation and deliverance. As we give thanks, the world unites with us and happily accepts our holy thoughts, which heaven has corrected and made pure. Now has our ministry begun at last to carry around the world the joyous news that truth has no illusions, and the peace of God through us belongs to everyone. Feel that now. See yourself throughout the day, pausing, standing still, closing your eyes, going within. feeling that your mind is healed and you are joined with Spirit, giving thanks. Thank you, I am now resurrected. Thank you, all my thoughts are holy and pure, and see the light and love and the peace and joy that you are this illuminated being spreading this love, and it's to everyone, just going out in waves, everyone receiving what you are now. See yourself doing this throughout the day, and have a wonderful day and stay in the light.